Today, we are going to be learning a lot about orchestra instruments. So, our learning target is to learn about why the instruments have a certain seat in an orchestra, why they sit in a certain spot, and also our other learning target is to learn about what the conductor does in the orchestra and his different jobs. All right, so first thing, we are going to listen to the same song by a few different instruments. And these instruments are all in different families, which we have talked about before, but it's a great review. So the trumpet, remember, is part of the brass family. Almost anything that is this gold color, except for saxophone. That is a little tricky. Saxophone is a woodwind, but everything else that is this gold color is a brass instrument. So let's listen to the trumpet solo. Okay, great. Next is our violin solo. Remember, a violin is a string instrument, so literally any instrument with strings is part of the string family. So that is one of the easier instrument families to remember. Here is a violin. Okay, next up is a snare. You have probably seen a snare drum before, especially maybe if you've seen a marching band or something like that. All right, you guys, next is the clarinet. A clarinet is a woodwind. All the woodwind instruments have reeds at the top. They're those little wooden, it's like a little piece of wood. You can't see it really well on here, but that helps you know about the woodwind instruments. A flute is a woodwind though too and doesn't have a reed. So the woodwinds can be a little tricky, but let's listen to the clarinet. All right, awesome. Let's move on to the next thing. Okay, here is the orchestra seating plan.
Sit with me so we can talk about football.
Hey, can I sit with you guys? Because I like what's in your sandwiches.
Oh, please, can we sit together? I want to sit over there.
This is ridiculous. Fortunately, Carl Maria von Weber, a romantic composer, came up with a seating plan to solve this where to sit problem.
My orchestra diagram!
Right, thanks to Carl Maria von Weber, we now have a seating plan.
Yeah.
Think of it as musical chairs. Shall we? So there we have it, the Romantic period orchestra. It was much bigger than the Classical period orchestra. More violins, more violas, more cellos, more basses, more brass, valves on the trumpet.
Okay, you guys, so that is helping you with the orchestra seating plan. So, as you can see, all of the string instruments are in front. My 5th graders right now, you guys got to go see the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra play in 4th grade. That was such a great field trip. And so you remember that the string instruments were right in the front. And they're really balanced here because, they kind of stretch across the whole area. Then we have the woodwinds. They're a little bit louder. Then we have the brass instruments a little bit louder, and then the percussion, they're in the back, they're the loudest. And also, most percussion instruments really keep the beat, so it's great to have them in the back of the orchestra so everyone can really hear the beat and stay together. And then here you see our conductor in the front. So he is the one who keeps everyone together. All right, so they're watching his arms, and his arms move with the beat so that everyone stays together. And he also knows the music really well that they're playing so that he can help everyone with things like dynamics, which we've talked about, loud and soft, slow and fast. He can help them with tricky rhythms, things like that. All right, here's a little bit more about our conductor. He directs a musical group. Now see if you can conduct along with this song for a minute. You'll feel the beat into 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, what a fun song, you guys. Let's move on. Alright, we are going to skip this one. Whoops, I went too far. Alright, so that was just showing us what we've been working on, the different parts of the orchestra. A lot of you have done this game, but we'll try it for a minute. So here is our instrument crane. So here is our brass. Remember, that's most gold-colored instruments except for a saxophone. Woodwinds are clarinet, oboe, flute. String is anything with a string. And percussion, drums, all that fun stuff. So our trombone is brass. All right, you guys, you see strings, so that is a string instrument. Woodwind. Another woodwind. Okay, gold, so let's do one more. good. Well, let's see if we'll get a percussion instrument. No. All right, another woodwind, another saxophone. Awesome, you guys. We'll move on. All right, I'm going to keep moving. And last thing for today, here is a little classical connection for you. For the first song, it is called A Night on Bald Mountain. A couple of you have listened to, if you've been virtual with me, you heard another song by Mussorgsky, the Pictures at an Exhibition, when we saw the dancers and the instruments all playing and dancing together on Zoom. That was really cool. So this is another one by him. Listen for the different instruments that you hear. Awesome, you guys. I love hearing all of the brass at the end, like the trumpets and trombones. Okay, let's listen to this next one. I want you to listen again for some instruments that you hear. Yay, I love that one, you guys. Okay, that is it for today. Don't forget to go and look for the assignment that goes along with this. It's on Seesaw and Canvas. So whatever grade you're in, it's on for 1st through 4th grade. It is in Seesaw. For 5th grade, it's in Canvas.